Today, our topic is why Stoics emphasized virtue over success. The Stoics were ancient philosophers who believed that the key to a good life lies not in external achievements, like wealth, fame, or power, but in developing inner virtue. For them, virtue was the highest good, and everything else, success, money, or even health, was just a tool that could be used well or poorly, depending on the person's character. The Stoics taught that true happiness comes from living a life of wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control, not from chasing after things that are outside of our control. They believed that focusing on virtue, rather than success, leads to a more peaceful and meaningful life. To understand why the Stoics valued virtue so much, we need to first look at how they saw the world. The Stoics believed that the universe is governed by reason, or logos, and that everything happens for a purpose. They thought that humans, as rational beings, have a duty to live in harmony with this natural order. This means accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and choices. For the Stoics, the only thing truly under our control is our mind and our character. Everything else, our reputation, our possessions, even our body, is subject to change, and ultimately beyond our control. Because of this, they argued that the only real success is the success of becoming a good person. External achievements might come and go, but virtue is something that no one can take away from you. The Stoics often compared life to a game. In a game, the rules are set, and the players must follow them. But the real challenge is not just to win. It's to play well. In the same way, life has its own rules, and we must accept them. We cannot control what cards we are dealt, but we can control how we play them. The Stoics believed that a person who focuses on playing the game of life with integrity, courage, and wisdom is truly successful, even if they don't win in the traditional sense. For example, a Stoic might say that it is better to lose a competition honestly than to win by cheating. Cheating might bring temporary success, but it damages your character, and character is what truly matters. One of the most famous Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, was born a slave and faced many hardships in life. Yet, he taught that even in the worst circumstances, we can choose to act with dignity and virtue. He said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This idea is at the heart of Stoicism. No matter what happens in life, whether we become rich or poor, famous or unknown, healthy or sick, we can always choose to respond with virtue. This is why the Stoics emphasized virtue over success. Success is often a matter of luck, but virtue is a matter of choice. Another important Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, was a Roman emperor, one of the most powerful men in the world at the time. Yet, in his personal writings, he constantly reminded himself not to be attached to power or wealth. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Even as an emperor, Marcus Aurelius believed that his true worth came from his character, not his position. He knew that external success could be taken away at any moment, but his virtue was something that no one could take from him. The Stoics also believed that focusing on virtue helps us deal with failure and setbacks. In life, we will all face challenges and disappointments. We might lose a job, fail an exam, or experience the end of a relationship. If we base our self-worth on external success, these setbacks can feel devastating. But if we base our self-worth on our character, we can remain steady and strong, no matter what happens. The Stoics taught that failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of the journey. What matters is not whether we fall, but whether we get up again and keep striving to be better. One of the key virtues the Stoics emphasized was wisdom. Wisdom means saying things as they really are, not as we wish them to be. It means understanding what is truly important in life and what is just a distraction. The Stoics believed that many people chase after success wealth, and fame because they think these things will make them happy. But they are mistaken. True happiness comes from within, from living a life of virtue. Wisdom helps us see this truth and focus on what really matters. Another important virtue is courage. Courage does not just mean physical bravery. It also means facing life's challenges with a strong heart. The Stoics believe that life is full of difficulties, but these difficulties are opportunities to grow. When we face a problem, we can either give up or rise to the occasion. Courage is what allows us to keep going, even when things are hard. It is what helps us stand up for what is right, even when it is unpopular or risky. The Stoics believed that a life without challenges is not a life worth living. Challenges are what make us stronger and help us develop our character. Justice was another key virtue for the Stoics. Justice means treating others with fairness and respect. It means doing what is right, even when it is not easy. The Stoics believed that we are all part of a larger community and that we have a duty to contribute to the common good. They taught that true success is not just about personal achievement. It is also about helping others and making the world a better place. A person who is rich and powerful but treats others poorly is not truly successful. A truly successful person is one who lives with integrity and cares for others. Finally, the Stoics emphasized self-control. Self-control means mastering our desires and emotions so that we are not ruled by them. The Stoics believe that many people are unhappy because they are slaves to their passions. They chase after pleasure, avoid pain, and are constantly anxious about the future. But the Stoics taught that true freedom comes from controlling our own mind. When we learn to accept what we cannot change and focus on what we can control, we find peace and contentment. In conclusion, the Stoics emphasized virtue over success because they believed that virtue is the key to a good life. Success is often a matter of luck, but virtue is a matter of choice. No matter what happens in life, we can always choose to act with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These virtues are what make us truly successful, not wealth, fame, or power. The Stoics taught that external achievements are like the waves of the ocean, they come and go. But virtue is like the rock. Beneath the waves it is steady and unchanging. If we build our lives on the foundation of virtue, we can face any storm with strength and peace. So, let us focus on becoming better people, not just on achieving success. Let us strive to live with integrity, to treat others with kindness, and to face life's challenges with courage. This is the path to true happiness and a meaningful life.